Cancer, my dear, tender-hearted Cancer. It is the 5th of August, 2026, and I need you to hear me clearly right now. The money is coming. Not a trickle, not a maybe, a flood, and that phone call you have been staring at, praying for, losing sleep over? It is ringing. It is already in motion towards you. The universe has stamped it, sealed it, and it is on its way. But here is the twist that will make your chest tighten. The call does not come the way you expect, and the money arrives through a door you forgot you even left open. And before it lands, you will face one final night of doubt where you almost convince yourself it is never coming. Do not let that night win. Now, before I unfold everything the cards are showing me today, tell me in the comments, where in the world are you listening to this right now? And if this message found you at the exact moment you needed it, tap that like button so the universe knows you are ready to receive. The stars have been whispering your name, Cancer, and today they are no longer whispering. They are calling it out across the sky like a bell that will not stop ringing. You have felt it, haven't you? That strange, electric hum beneath your skin for the past several days. That sensation that something enormous is gathering just beyond the curtain of your ordinary life. Something so large and so close that you can almost taste it, almost touch it, but it keeps slipping through your fingers like water. And that feeling? That feeling is not imagination. That feeling is not anxiety dressing itself up as hope. That feeling is the actual vibration of your destiny rearranging itself around you, making room, clearing the path, sweeping away the last debris so that what is meant for you can finally walk through unobstructed. I want to speak to the waiting because I know how long you have been waiting. I know how many mornings you have woken up and checked your phone, hoping for a message, a notification, a sign that the thing you prayed for was finally unfolding. I know how many evenings you have sat in silence, calculating, worrying, pressing your palms against your face and whispering, "How much longer? How much longer can I keep doing this?" The money pressure has been heavy, Cancer. It has been pressing on your chest like a stone. You have been smiling at others while quietly wondering how the next bill will find its way to you. You have been carrying a heartache that you did not ask for, a doubt that crept in during the quiet hours, and whispered that perhaps you were forgotten. Perhaps this blessing was meant for someone else. Perhaps you missed your window. You did not miss your window. You did not miss anything. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are being prepared. And I need you to understand this distinction because it changes everything. The delay was not a denial. The silence was not a rejection. The universe was not ignoring you. The universe was building something so specific, so tailored, so precisely aligned with the person you have become through all of this waiting, that it could not be handed to you a single day earlier. If it had arrived last month, you would not have been ready to hold it. If it had arrived last year, you would not have recognized it. But now in this exact breath, on this exact date, the 5th of August, 2026, you are ready. Your hands are open. Your heart, though bruised, though tired, though still tender from what it has endured, is open. And what is coming meets you exactly there. The tarot is confirming this with a force that made me pause when I pulled the cards. The first card that fell was the Empress, reversed and then righting herself, turning upright as if the card itself was showing me a transformation happening in real time within your energy field. The Empress speaks of abundance, of harvest, of the earth finally yielding what was planted long ago in darkness, in faith, in tears you thought no one saw. And beside her, the Ace of Pentacles, gleaming, golden, undeniable. A new financial seed dropping into your palm from the hand of the divine, not earned through exhaustion, not scraped together through suffering, given, offered, delivered, because you have earned it through your patience, through your refusal to become bitter. Through every single morning you chose to get up and try again, even when the trying felt pointless. There is something deeper here, though. The Wheel of Fortune appeared beneath those two cards, and it was spinning forward, not backward. That tells me that the cycle of scarcity, the cycle of waiting, the cycle of almost but not quite is breaking today. In these very hours, the wheel is turning in your favor and it will not turn back. What was taken will be returned. What was delayed will be accelerated. What was silent will speak. And the call, Cancer, that call you have been manifesting, that call you have whispered about into your pillow at 2 in the morning, that call is not a fantasy. It is real. It has a date. It has a voice on the other end. And when it rings, you will feel your entire body go still, and then warm, and then light, as if a chain you did not know was still attached to your ankle has finally been unlocked and set on the floor. Now, before I go deeper, and I will go deeper, much deeper, because there is so much more the cards want to tell you about love, about your body, about your family, about the specific energy surrounding your work and your studies, and the people who are aligned with you right now, I want to gently remind you that this reading is a general channel. It is a message sent wide, like a lantern held up in a dark field, and you must filter it through your own intuition, your own knowing, your own inner compass. Take what lights you up. Set aside what does not yet fit. You are the final authority on your own life, and the stars are here to illuminate, not to command. But that is not all. Later in this reading, I am going to walk you through your love path, whether you are coupled or walking alone, and waiting for a soul to recognize yours. I am going to speak to your finances in detail, your career, your health, your family dynamics, your energy levels, and the 3 zodiac signs that are holding the most powerful connection to you right now. I am going to give you your lucky numbers and your lucky color and show you exactly how to use them today. So stay with me. Do not click away. What comes next is specifically for you, and if this reading is already resonating, if something in your chest loosened when I said the call is coming, if your eyes stung a little when I spoke about the waiting, then do me a small kindness. Tap the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. It helps this message reach other Cancers who are in the same dark hallway you were in just minutes ago, still waiting, still doubting, still pressing their palms to their faces. Your one tap could be the thread that pulls them toward their own relief. The universe is also showing me your lucky numbers today, and I want you to write these down or hold them in your mind as you move through this day. 7, 14, 23, 41, 58. These are not random. 7 carries the vibration of spiritual completion, the sacred cycle closing so that a new one can breathe. 14 is the number of the Temperance card in the tarot, the angel who pours water between 2 vessels, who tells you that balance is returning to your finances, that what was pouring out is now pouring in. 23 holds the energy of communication, of the spoken word, of the phone ringing, of the message arriving, of the voice you have been longing to hear finally reaching your ear. 41 is a number of foundation rebuilding, of the ground beneath you solidifying after a long season of feeling like you stood on sand. And 58? 58 is the number of the moon card, your card, Cancer, the card of intuition, of hidden things rising into the light, of the subconscious delivering answers you did not know you already possessed. Use these numbers today. Set them as a small reminder on your phone. Whisper them before you sleep. Let them hum in the background of your awareness like a tuning fork, bringing your energy into alignment with what is already yours. And your color today is silver, intertwined with moon white. Silver, because you are ruled by the moon, and the moon is entering a phase of fullness in your sector of earned income and self-worth. Silver reflects. Silver protects. Silver says, I am precious and I do not need to shout to be seen. Moon white is the color of new pages, of clean slates, of the first breath after a long cry. Wear something silver today if you can. A small ring, a watch, a thread of it near your skin, or simply visualize it wrapping around your shoulders like a shawl, cool and luminous, shielding your tender heart while still allowing the blessings to pass through. Let it remind you that you are not dim. You are reflective. You are the surface upon which the light of the divine bounces and scatters into 1,000 directions, touching everyone around you. There is something deeper here, and I want to speak to your mindset for a moment because the cards are insisting I do. The 2 of Swords appeared in my spread, and she was facing you, Cancer, blindfolded, arms crossed over her chest, holding 2 blades in perfect balance. This is you. This is the part of you that has been frozen in indecision, torn between trusting that what you want is truly coming and protecting yourself from the pain of another disappointment. And I understand. I understand why you crossed your arms. I understand why you put the blindfold on. Because if you cannot see it arriving, then it cannot hurt you when it does not arrive. That is the logic of a wounded heart, and your heart has been wounded. But the Two of Swords is asking you, gently, tenderly, to lower the blades, to lift the blindfold. Not because the risk of disappointment is gone, but because the risk of missing your own miracle while you stand guarding against pain is far greater. You have protected yourself long enough. You have been the sentinel at the gate for so long that you forgot you are also allowed to be the one who walks through it. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to be soft and still be safe. You are allowed to want the money, to want the call, to want the love, without feeling greedy or desperate or foolish. Wanting is not weakness. Wanting is the prayer your soul speaks before the answer is handed over. And your intuition right now is extraordinarily sharp. I need you to trust it. If a thought arrives that feels like a nudge, follow it. If a name pops into your mind, reach out. If a direction pulls at you without logical explanation, walk toward it. The moon is amplifying your inner knowing to a frequency that is almost physical, almost like a hand on your back guiding you forward. Do not second guess it. Do not wait for external permission. You have the permission of the cosmos. You have always had it. You simply forgot you were carrying it. What happens next is important because I am going to pull more cards for you, and this is where the reading deepens into the architecture of your specific path. The Tower appeared, but do not flinch. Do not pull back. The Tower in this position, surrounded by the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles, is not destruction. It is the removal of the last false structure. The Tower is the old belief that says you must struggle to be worthy of abundance. The Tower is the old story that says money is hard, that love is earned through suffering, that you must be small to be safe. And that tower is falling. It is falling today, and what you will find beneath the rubble is not emptiness. It is a garden. It is the garden you planted years ago with every act of faith, every prayer, every morning you chose hope over bitterness. It has been growing in the dark, and now the structure that blocked the sunlight is crumbling, and your garden is about to bloom so fiercely, so vividly, that you will stand in the middle of it and weep with the sheer relief of finally seeing what was always growing beneath your feet. The star card followed the tower, and I nearly whispered aloud when I saw it. The star is the card that comes after the storm. She is the woman kneeling by the water, pouring life back into the earth, naked and unashamed, healed and healing. She is you, Cancer, 3 weeks from now. She is you after the call comes. She is you after the money lands. She is you standing in the quiet aftermath of your own breakthrough, pouring your gratitude back into the world, finally unguarded, finally unafraid, finally believing that you deserve what you hold in your hands. The star says the worst is over. The star says the night is ending. The star says look up, because the sky is clearing and every single star in it is lit for you. Let me speak to your body now, because the cards are drawing my attention there, and I do not want to rush past this. The Four of Swords appeared for your health, and it showed me a figure lying still, resting, hands folded over the chest, surrounded by silence. And I want you to hear this clearly. Your body has been carrying the weight of every worry you swallowed instead of speaking aloud. Every night you lay awake calculating. Every afternoon you pressed your jaw tight and told yourself you were fine when you were not fine. Every moment you absorbed someone else's chaos and stored it in your shoulders, your stomach, your lower back. It is all there. It has been accumulating like sediment in a river, and your body is asking you, lovingly, to let some of it go. Not all at once. You do not owe anyone a dramatic release. But today, tonight, this week, find 10 minutes where you do nothing but breathe, where you place your hand on your chest and say, I release what is not mine to carry. Where you let the tears come if they come. Where you stretch your neck, roll your shoulders, press your bare feet into the ground and feel the earth hold you, so that you do not have to hold yourself for 5 whole minutes. That is not laziness. That is not indulgence. That is maintenance of the sacred vessel that is carrying you toward your breakthrough. You cannot receive abundance in a body that is braced for impact. So soften. Just a little. Let your belly unclench. Let your jaw drop. Let your breath go deeper than it has gone in weeks. Your health improves the moment you give yourself permission to stop performing strength. But that is not all. The universe is also showing me your work, your career, your daily labor, and the energy here is shifting in a way that made me sit up straighter in my chair. The King of Pentacles walked into the spread, and he was facing forward toward you, extending something in his open palm. This is recognition, Cancer. This is the moment where the work you have been doing quietly, faithfully, without applause, without acknowledgement, without a single person saying, "I see how hard you are trying," is finally seen. Someone in a position of authority, someone whose opinion shapes doors and opportunities, is looking at your name right now. They are considering you. They are weighing your dedication, your loyalty, your quiet excellence, and they are preparing to offer you something that will make your breath catch. It may be a promotion. It may be a new role. It may be a project that puts you in front of people who can change the trajectory of your entire professional life. But it is coming, and it is coming soon. You do not need to chase it. You do not need to perform louder or diminish yourself to fit a mold. Your consistency has already spoken. Your integrity has already made its case. Now you simply wait for the echo to return. And if you are searching, if you are in that painful liminal space between jobs, between identities, between the person you were in your last role and the person you are becoming in the next one, hear me. The Eight of Wands appeared for you, and those wands were flying fast, streaking across the sky like comets. This means speed. This means the applications you sent into the void are not lost. They are landing. They are being opened. They are being read by eyes that are looking for exactly what you carry. A response is forming. An interview is being scheduled in a calendar that does not yet have your name but will within days. Do not rewrite yourself to fit their language. Do not shrink your experience to seem more palatable. You are not too much. You are not too emotional. You are not too sensitive for the workspace. You are exactly the person they need, and the right room will recognize that without you having to perform or pretend. The call about the job, the email about the next round, the quiet message from a recruiter or a former colleague who remembers your brilliance, it is in motion. It is closer than you think. Now, the money. I need to speak plainly here because the cards are emphatic. The Ten of Pentacles appeared, and it was surrounded by the energy of inheritance, of legacy, of generational wealth shifting. This is not just a paycheck. This is not just a small bonus. This is a sum that changes your relationship with survival. It could come through a family matter being resolved. It could come through an investment finally maturing. It could come through a debt being repaid to you that you had written off in your mind, something you stopped expecting, something you grieved as lost, and yet it returns. The money returns. The abundance that was diverted, that was delayed, that was held in escrow by the universe while your character was being tempered and your readiness was being confirmed. That money is being released. You will feel it first as a notification, a number on a screen, a voice on the phone saying words you have rehearsed, hearing 100 times in your imagination. And when it lands, you will not scream. You will go very still. You will press your hand to your mouth, and you will whisper, "Thank you," to no one and to everyone at once, because you will know. You will know it was never luck, it was faith. It was your faith, holding the line, refusing to collapse, refusing to let bitterness win. And the universe honored that. There is something deeper here about how you handle what arrives. The cards whispered a caution wrapped in love. When the money comes, and it is coming, do not immediately pour it all outward. Do not rush to fix everyone else's problem before securing your own foundation. You have spent so long being the one who gives, who soothes, who absorbs, who makes sure everyone around you is okay before you allow yourself to breathe. This time, Cancer, fill your own cup first, not out of selfishness, out of wisdom. Because a full cup can pour endlessly and an empty one breaks. You are allowed to keep some for yourself. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to build your own walls before you build anyone else's roof. The abundance is yours. Receive it with both hands open and do not apologize for the taking. And now, Cancer, we come to the tenderest part of this reading, the part where your heart leans forward and whispers, "What about love? What about the ache I carry in this area?" I hear you, I see you. And the cards are gentle here, so gentle, as if they know how fragile this territory is for you after everything you have endured. For those of you in a relationship, in a partnership, in a bond that has weathered storms you never thought you would survive together, the Two of Cups appeared upright and luminous, and between the two figures in the card, a small infinity symbol shimmered. This tells me that a reconnection is happening, not a superficial one, not a patching over, a true soul-level realignment where you look at your person and see them again clearly without the fog of resentment or exhaustion or accumulated silence. There has been a distance, I know, a quiet drifting, a sense that you are sharing a roof but not sharing a life, that the words you say to each other have become functional, logistical, stripped of the warmth they once carried. But something shifts in the next few days. A conversation opens that you have been avoiding, not a fight, not an accusation, a soft, vulnerable admission. One of you will say, "I miss you, I miss us," and the other will not deflect. The other will reach across whatever table, whatever couch, whatever small distance separates you, and take the other's hand. And in that touch, something knits back together. Something that was fraying finds its thread again. You do not need a grand gesture. You need honesty. You need to say the small, terrifying truth. I am still here. I choose you again. Not out of habit, out of love. Say it, even if your voice shakes, especially if your voice shakes, but that is not all. For those of you who are walking alone, who are single, who have spent months or even years wondering if love will find you, or if you have somehow disqualified yourself from it through your grief, your timing, your choices, your wounds, listen to me with your whole chest. The Knight of Cups rode into this reading for you, and he was not galloping. He was walking slowly, deliberately, his eyes fixed forward, his cup held steady before him so that not a single drop would spill. This person is coming. They are not rushing because they are not careless with what they carry. They are bringing their heart to you intact, whole, not broken, and looking for you to fix it. They are bringing their heart to you because they want to pour into yours, and they are closer than you realize. You may have already passed them in a room and not known. You may exchange words with them this week and feel a strange, warm pull you cannot name. Do not dismiss it. Do not talk yourself out of it because the timing feels inconvenient or because your last experience left you cautious. Caution is wisdom, but caution turned into a permanent wall becomes a prison. You are allowed to be careful and open at the same time. You are allowed to say, "I will take one step forward, and if this is real, they will meet me halfway." The universe is arranging the meeting. You simply have to leave the door unlocked. The universe is also showing me your family today, and I felt a wave of emotion when this section of the spread revealed itself. The Six of Cups appeared, the card of childhood memory, of nostalgia, of the old home, of the people who knew you before the world taught you to armor yourself. And it tells me that a reconciliation is unfolding within your family circle. A conversation that was frozen, a relationship that went cold over a misunderstanding or a hurt that neither side knew how to name first, is thawing. Someone is thinking of you right now. Someone is holding their phone, drafting a message, deleting it, drafting it again. They are proud, they are scared, but they love you, and the love is winning over the pride. Within this week or the next, a small olive branch will extend. It may not be a grand apology. It may be a simple text, a question about your day, a shared memory sent like a bridge across the silence. Take it. You do not have to pretend the hurt did not happen, but you can accept the branch without erasing the wound. You can say, "Thank you for reaching out. I needed that." And let the warmth return slowly, like sunlight creeping back into a room after a long gray winter. Your family is not perfect, but it is yours. And the love in it, though bruised, though imperfect, though sometimes clumsy in its expression, is real. Let it be real. Let it be enough. There is something deeper here about your energy, your emotional tone, the frequency at which you are vibrating right now. And I want you to hear this because it matters more than you know. You have been in a season of heaviness, a season where getting out of bed felt like lifting stone, where your emotions were thick, slow, tangled, like wading through water up to your chest, where joy felt distant, theoretical, something that happened to other people in other lives. But the energy is lifting. I can feel it in the cards. The Sun card appeared at the base of the entire spread, beneath everything, beneath the Tower, beneath the Star, beneath the Empress, holding them all up. The Sun is your floor. The Sun is what is underneath all of this. And it tells me that the heaviness was never your permanent address. It was a season, a passage, a corridor you had to walk through to reach the other side, and you are reaching the other side. This week, you will feel it. A morning where you wake and the light through the window feels golden instead of gray. A moment where you laugh and the sound surprises you because it came easily, without effort, without permission. A breath that goes all the way into your belly for the first time in weeks. That is the shift. That is the lifting. Hold on to those moments. Collect them. They are proof that the dark corridor is ending and the field is opening before you, wide and warm and endless. And for those of you who are studying, who are sitting over books and screens and notes, who are carrying the weight of exams and deadlines, and the quiet terror of wondering if you are smart enough, prepared enough, capable enough, I need you to pause and listen. The Page of Swords appeared for you, and she was young, bright-eyed, holding her blade up toward the sky as if she had just discovered that the mind is not a cage but a key. Your focus is returning, Cancer. I know it has been scattered. I know that for weeks, perhaps months, your thoughts have been like a flock of startled birds, scattering every time you tried to gather them. You would sit down to study, and within minutes, your mind would drift to the worry, to the money, to the call, to the what-ifs, to the future pressing against the present until the present dissolved. But that fog is thinning. The mental clarity you need is not something you have to force or manufacture through sheer will. It is returning naturally, like a tide coming back in after a long retreat. You will sit down this week and the words will hold. The concepts will click. The information will settle into your mind like rain into soft soil, and you will look up after an hour and realize you absorbed what would have taken you 3 days a month ago. Trust this. Do not panic when a difficult topic still resists. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are simply moving at the pace your healing allows, and that pace is accelerating. Give yourself grace. Give yourself the same patience you would give a friend. You are doing better than you believe. What happens next is important, because the cards are showing me the people who are aligned with you in this season, the souls whose energy is braided with yours right now, and I want you to know who they are. The first sign is Scorpio. Scorpio is holding a mirror to your deepest emotions right now. And if there is a Scorpio in your life, a friend, a partner, a colleague, pay attention to what they say this week. They are not speaking casually. They are speaking a truth that you need to hear but have been avoiding. Scorpio sees beneath your surface. Scorpio sees the part of you that is still guarding, still half convinced the blessing will vanish if you celebrate too soon. Let their words land. Let them see you. The second sign is Pisces. Pisces is your water sibling, your fellow traveler in the ocean of feeling, and their energy right now is one of gentle encouragement, of creative inspiration, of the whispered reminder that you are more than your responsibilities, more than your worries, more than the role of caretaker you have worn for so long. If a Pisces invites you to create, to dream, to do something impractical and beautiful, say yes. Let them pull you into play. Let them remind you that you are allowed to want things that serve no one but your own joy. And the third sign is Taurus. Taurus is your anchor right now. Taurus is the steady hand on your shoulder when the excitement of what is coming makes you dizzy, when the money and the call and the changes arrive so fast that you forget to breathe. A Taurus in your life will ground you. They will say, "Slow down. You have earned this. You do not need to rush through your own miracle." Let them slow you. Let them remind you that receiving is also a practice, and it deserves its own unhurried time. There is something deeper here, and it is the final thing the cards want to say to you before I close this reading. The World card appeared, the World, the last card of the major arcana, the card of completion, the card of the dancer in the center of the wreath, arms raised, body free, surrounded by the four elements in perfect harmony. And she is you, Cancer. Not tomorrow, not next year. In this cycle that is closing right now, in this season of waiting that is drawing its final breath, you are completing something. You are finishing a chapter that began in pain, in scarcity, in the long, quiet ache of feeling overlooked. And you are not finishing it broken. You are finishing it whole. You are finishing it with your softness intact, with your heart still capable of opening, with your faith bruised but unbroken, with your hand still reaching. And what comes after the world is not emptiness. It is a new deck, a new journey, a new spiral upward. You are not starting over. You are starting from a higher place, a wiser place, a place that knows its own worth because it fought for it in the dark when no one was watching. And so, my dear Cancer, I want to thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for pressing play when you could have scrolled past. Thank you for letting a stranger's voice speak into the most tender private chambers of your heart. Thank you for trusting that this message found you not by accident, but by appointment, by divine timing, by the gentle insistence of the universe saying, "Not yet." You are not done hearing what you need to hear. I do not take your time lightly. I do not take your trust lightly. And I want you to remember that this reading is guidance. It is lantern light on a path. It is not a chain. It is not a verdict. You are not bound by every word I have spoken. You are the author of your own story, and the stars illuminate. Keep what resonates. Keep what made your chest loosen, what made your eyes sting, what made you whisper, "Yes, that is me," and release what does not fit. Set it down gently, without guilt, and walk forward lighter. If this reading reached you today, if it found you in the exact moment your soul needed a hand to hold, then I ask you, please, like this video, subscribe to this channel, return tomorrow, and the day after, because I will be here, pulling the cards, reading the sky, speaking the words that the universe places on my tongue for you. You do not have to walk this path alone. You do not have to check the phone in silence. You do not have to carry the waiting without a witness. I am here. This space is here, and you are welcome in it every single day. And now I send you what the cards send you. I send you protection. I send you the silver light of the moon wrapping around your shoulders, your home, your sleep, your heart. I send you clarity, so that when the call comes, you will hear it clearly, without doubt, without hesitation, and you will answer with your whole voice. I send you abundance, not just in coin and currency, but in love, in laughter, in rest, in the simple, sacred feeling of being enough. I send you strength, the quiet, unbreakable strength of the tide, which always returns, which always returns, which always, always returns. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are right on time. And what is yours is already in motion, already crossing the distance, already reaching for you with both hands open. Breathe, Cancer. Breathe deep and smile, because it is coming. It is all coming, and you will be ready. Until tomorrow, my dear one. The moon is watching over you, and so am I.